it's fun, old man, and I ain't got time to shake your hand. Get that style check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going down.
Hola, muy buenos todos, señores. Esta es el hermano un nuevo vídeo. Estamos aquí de nuevo. Ya quedan poquitos, quedan unos cuantos vídeos más. Y hoy tenemos, amigos, entrevistas. Hoy vais a tener el vídeo que vais a tener ahora mismo, ¿vale? Son varias entrevistas de unos cuantos luchadores que hice ese mismo en esa semana de WrestleMania. Intenté subirlo, intenté tenerlo preparado para ese momento, pero es imposible, de verdad. O sea, ya de por sí me está costando preparar todos los vídeos en casa. Imaginaos ahí, o sea, es una locura, de verdad, una locura. Pero bueno, hoy tenemos por aquí entrevistas, ¿vale? Entrevistas. Dos de las entrevistas que he hecho las voy a dejar por separado. Seguramente dos o una la voy a dejar por separado, ¿vale? Para hacer un vídeo específico solo para eso. ¿Por qué? Porque me pareció más gracioso y más interesante. Entonces, ya las veréis aparte, las que me haga falta y demás. Pero bueno, varias cosas a tener en cuenta. Lo primero, las primeras, ¿vale? Que vais a ver por aquí. Algunas estaba bastante nervioso porque es, primero, ¿vale? Me voy a levantar a las 5:30 de la mañana, ¿vale? Para ir para allá. O sea, que las entrevistas empiezan a las 7:30. Ojo, cuidado, ¿vale? De la mañana. Me levanté a las 5:30 o algo así. Nos levantamos, David y yo, y fuimos para allá. Estábamos ultra reventados. Entre eso, estaba muy nervioso, ¿vale? Porque no estoy a gusto y no estoy cómodo con el inglés. Entonces, estaba bastante nervioso. Al principio estaba bastante serio. Luego ya poco a poco me fui ya relajando, soltando. Y al final, por las últimas entrevistas, que creo que es las que mejor quedaron, son las que van a ir aparte. O puede que alguna de las dos van a ir aparte, que ya las veréis. Pero bueno, al principio tener en cuenta eso. Y luego tener en cuenta otra cosa, ¿vale? Estas entrevistas están hechas el viernes del día de Takeover. Me explico, ¿vale? O sea, el día del Takeover, por la mañana fuimos a entrevistarles. Luego por la noche fue Takeover. Y luego tenemos domingo WrestleMania. ¿Por qué? Porque he hecho algunas preguntas sobre los propios eventos a los luchadores y me han contestado de lo que creen que va a pasar. Claro, pero ellos no lo saben. Así que tenerlo en cuenta a la hora de las preguntas. Vais a decir, ¿pero por qué le pregunta esto y por qué dice esto si ya ha pasado? ¿Vale? O sea, las preguntas están hechas antes del Takeover y antes de WrestleMania, ese mismo viernes por la mañana, ¿vale? Tenerlo en cuenta. Así que nada, os dejo las entrevistas, disfrutad y ¡nos vemos!
Hello, Matt. Nice to meet you. I have three questions for you. You have been in this industry for a long time. What do you think about the new generation of superstars? You think they are more prepared than they used to be?
I think the new generation of superstars are certainly more athletic than they were when I first started, because when myself and my brother started, we were like the athletes at that time, and the general perception of a WWE superstar at that time was someone who was 350 or 400 pounds or 6'8" or some larger-than-life giant. But the physical size has definitely gotten a lot smaller, and the athleticism has grown a lot over the course of all those years.
If you were not a WWE superstar, what would you be doing?
I was going to school for civil engineering, so if I wasn't a WWE superstar, I would be a civil engineer and probably building bridges right now.
What is that one match you will never forget?
Oh man, there's a lot of matches that I'll never forget, but I mean, something that obviously is very special to me is the match that really made myself and my brother superstars as opposed to just like wrestlers. That was the tag team ladder match, No Mercy 99 against Edge and Christian. That's probably the first match that was a big standout match to us.
Wow, it was a wonderful match.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
For the first time, we have a women's match, main event in WrestleMania. Who do you think is going to win the triple threat?
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah?
100%. Yeah.
100%?
Yes, I want Charlotte Flair to win.
Whoa,
The other
nice.
two are too cocky. I wanted to humble them out.
Wow. During these past years, we have a lot of different first time for women in WWE. First time ever Hell in a Cell. First time pay-per-view. Do you think there is more to achieve to the women on WWE?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see more women's matches on the WrestleMania card, which I know will happen eventually. I would love for us to have more Evolution pay-per-views and hopefully more main events on WrestleMania.
Do you think that in the future a women's only brand is possible in WWE?
I think anything is possible in WWE, to be honest. You know, we've branched out so far. You know, we have NXT, NXT UK. We have our women's Evolution pay-per-view. I think and anything is possible in WWE.
Thank you. Hello, Roderick. Nice to meet you, first of all.
How's it going? Very nice to meet you.
I see you yesterday on the Axxess. Yeah, your match was very good.
Thank you very much.
I have questions for NXT for you. Okay. Do you think NXT is getting more relevance in the WWE right now?
Of course, I think it's still so new. I mean, WWE's been around for so long, and it's I think the 5th year of NXT as a brand. So, I mean. But it's grown leaps and bounds, and I think it's only going to keep growing at a faster and faster pace.
Do you think there is a possibility that NXT is considered a third brand, like SmackDown or Raw?
It's a third brand already. I mean, you know, like when WWE's talked about, obviously, it's Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. The goal, though, of NXT is it to be NXT, Raw, or SmackDown, and then the other. It doesn't really matter. But NXT being the first thing people think about when they think of WWE.
Which legend would you have liked to face?
Man, there's a lot of them. I mean, I've said a lot. Obviously, Shawn Michaels is my coach, and the more I've got to know him, the more I've wanted to wrestle him and see what we could do. But, I mean, there's Owen Hart, Bret Hart, freaking Eddie Guerrero, I mean, Rey Mysterio. I would love a rematch with Kurt Angle. I mean, the list goes on. Undertaker. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But, yeah, I mean, Shawn's up there. I mean, obviously, he's on a lot of people's lists. So, say Owen Hart then.
If you were not a superstar, what would you be doing?
Probably like something in finance. Yeah, I'm a math guy, so probably something with numbers. That was very stressful.
Rumor says, the last question, that this WrestleMania is going to be more than 7 hours long. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's long, but that's a lot of content, and people are, lucky to have such a spectacle. I mean, there's so much opportunity for greatness out there, and it's going to be a very special day, obviously, with the women's main event, which is very, very exciting, and I'm looking forward to watching it all myself. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Hi guys, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have a few questions for you.
Right.
First question: are you ready for WrestleMania week?
Are we ready? Well, it's here, so we might as well be ready for it. Yeah, we've been ready all year for it. We were ready last year for WrestleMania.
Yeah, we're ready year round for WrestleMania. We're ready year round for anything. That's why we're the best, because no matter what they throw at us, no matter if we have months to prepare or a day to prepare, we're always going to be ready. That's why we are the tag team champions.
Oh, nice. You have left a mark with the spectacular matches in NXT. You think there is a huge difference between the NXT crowd than the Raw?
There's a difference. There's a bit of a difference, but I think wrestling fans enjoy good wrestling and a good story and being emotionally invested. So I don't think that there's so much of a huge difference that ever gets lost in translation. I think as long as you have a good story and as long as you have emotion behind the two teams or the two individuals or whatever you're watching, you're always going to elicit that reaction. So underneath it all, wrestling fans are wrestling fans.
Yeah, there's a divide. There's definitely a divide. It might be NXT has a more niche crowd, a more diverse and dedicated crowd, but a wrestling fan's a wrestling fan when it comes down to it. And as long as you tell a great story and you make them care about who's in the match and invest emotionally, they're going to get behind it.
Thank you. Do you think NXT is getting more relevance in WWE?
Yeah, of course. The brand's growing. I mean, we were there from its inception, and we helped to grow that brand, and we helped to build it up, and we were very proud of what we did and accomplished at NXT. And now it's bigger than it's ever been. The sad thing is there are no tag teams that are as good as us that are down there at NXT. That'll never happen. But it is good to see that their brand is continuing to grow without without going backwards.
Yeah, there's no way to deny the success they've had. Week after week, month after month, year after year, they've gotten bigger and bigger. So they're doing something right, obviously, and I think that shows from the ground up. The company as a whole has taken notice.
The last question: do you think there is a possibility that NXT is considered a third brand together with Raw SmackDown?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it is the third brand. I don't think there's any denying that. I think it's the third brand. And I think it's growing. It's continued to grow. I mean, it's got a television show. It's a touring live event, and they have some of the top talent in the world. They don't have the top talent in the world, but they've got some of the top talent in the world. And, they absolutely are the third brand.
Yeah, it's not looked at now as just a step below. It's looked at as almost an even playing field. It's very much considered the third brand, and it's very much considered a premier place to be. There's tons of people, hundreds and thousands of people that would love to be in NXT forever. So I mean, it's not something to look down on at all.
And that's all thanks to us, by the way.
Thanks to the revival.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, Kacy. Nice to meet you.
Very
First
nice
of
to meet you.
I have a few questions for you. You're a great athlete. You made it to the finals to America and Ninja Warrior. Now you're on NXT. What was the preparation to compete in Ninja Warrior compared to the one of NXT?
It's so different. With American Ninja Warrior, everything is, all body weight. I wanted to be super light to be able to hang from my fingertips, and now here in WWE, like I need to just be bigger and stronger, and be able to take some falls, and have it not hurt as much. So for me, it was a really big physical difference. But luckily at the Performance Center, we have our coaches, we have trainers, and they want you to be at your best. So even though it's been a big transition, it's been really cool to try a new style of training and see how much it's helping me in the ring.
Whoa, nice. You're now currently on the main roster of NXT, but in future, who would you like to face from the main roster, Raw or SmackDown?
Ooh, that's tough. Alexa Bliss has always been someone, and I think it's because people always tweet at me like, "Oh, you guys should wrestle," and I think that would be a dream match for me for sure.
Oh, nice. Recently, we saw Ricochet on the main roster, and now he's on the takeover on WrestleMania.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Oh man, I'm so happy for him. For him, this is 15 years in the making of work and dreaming of this and doing everything he could to get here. So to be able to, it's funny, it's been like so many steps for him. Like to see him on his first takeover was great. And then he was on Raw, and now he's, on a pay-per-view. And now that pay-per-view is WrestleMania, which is the grandest stage of all. And, he dreamt of being out there since he was little. And so to be able to see him living that dream and to be able to be here and watch him do that is just incredible.
It's amazing.
So great.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.